Some people say I haven't got game. It's like you don't understand. But the moment you listen to that, you got game. You got to understand when you talk to a lady and she's not right, she's talking about her bottle, it's got tears. You listen and you take some time to know what she's on about. You listen to the words like it's a flow in your mind to your soul, like you put a target in the words of picking from something out so you understand what she's going on about. So when you say got game, it's not gaming like you go in a console and play your games. Like my Destiny, it goes all the way. You got to understand a game is literally when you listen to the person and understand what they're going through and you give it advice. It's actually part of our life, not yours. And you got to understand that from your life and her life and you see her point of view. That's game. You got to understand this flow will get you from the morning you wake up to the next day. And you got to see the steps is going to become easier and easier for each other to understand that it's game. You got to understand this flow is trying to explain game to you, to me, and everybody else. If you just listen and take some time to know the person who you're talking to and listening to, you might have some game. You got to understand this flow will get you bumping all the way night long. And it's so fine, it blows my mind, and I want to listen again and again and again. It's a person who gets in touch with the feelings of the mind to the soul. It's literally that, it's game. You got to understand this is a game of not playing computer or literally putting a rap in your mind just to get to some laid. You got to understand this is a game, literally when you put this in your mind and you understand this person to the soul, literally when you want to take a walk to let some relief out of your mind, you got to understand this is the flow you need, that's the game you need. You need to be there for that person so she understands this beat of this heart she's feeling and what you're feeling about her heart. You got to understand what she is and what she is now and where you are with her at that moment or when you're listening. You got to understand this flow will get everywhere to you to listen to her game. Like you're playing this game like it's her life and you're understanding this game is literally a program in your mind to explain yourself how you should get some hope into this person's mind and soul. You got to understand this flow is to make you understand what game is. When you have a game, you got like your product in your mind to put out there for her to see. Literally this bottle of literally this drink is more better than this tear. You got to understand it's like when you bottle something in your mind and into your soul, it might just stroke you and you need some release to get your mind in the flow of release. You got to understand this flow is to tell you, get some game, get your going on your ways, your technique, your coding on the program, on the floor to understand, take a seat, stand up again and put your hands up in the air so you understand a game is literally when you put yourself in cheer mode and hope and you literally have a buzz over this mood. This flow is so fine, you want to just listen every single day to understand this person's literally emotional trauma she has gone through or he's gone through, to understand this feeling. It's not just for me and you, it's for everybody to understand and listen what they're saying to you. So you get in touch, you make a connection of what she's saying and what she's putting in your mind about what she's saying. You got to understand every single moment and you got to speak and listen at the moment she's listening and speaking. You got to understand everybody's got a soul and the freedom to express themselves a way which everyone should understand, a mood everyone should be a part of, because you don't want this emptiness to take over and not listen anymore. You just want to walk away. This is too much. This broken heart is literally breaking me. You got to understand you need to be strong for that person, and that person needs to understand she needs to be strong for literally what she's talking about, because you don't want to see this emptiness becoming so great it's literally lost your mind in a flow you don't understand, because you need game of listening and literally paying attention. Look at the body language of this lady. She's so fine, she blew my mind, and I want to understand that what is this bottle she has inside of her and why is it causing tears of literally shears of love and desire of literally pain. You got to understand, you got to listen to the person to actually understand the flow they're going through, to understand what you need to say, and you need a life experience to be in this position, like a degree, like to a psychiatrist. You got to understand they need to study, you need to listen to what the person's saying, to study them, to understand what to say for that moment of their lives, to see what you need to see for that moment, to have that expression, that idea of literally hope and love and freedom and respect. Much love, Zero Beef. See ya.